go, that one. Does anyone feel like helping me with any words? It's probably particularly dreary and unpleasant topic, but you know. I want to hear that breakdown again. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's I'm writing about something different today. I feel like there's a lot of songs about a lot of songs about kind of I guess personal stuff, but like not from me, just people in general. But it's weird. Yeah, kind of writing about like how I found myself in a few situations. I'm sure other people. Yeah, I found myself in a few situations. And I know people that have as well, living in a big city and that with a lot of people around, where, you know, it's not without its risks, and I think there's a lot real frustration around like not feeling safe, and like all that you're able to like defend yourself, you know. And I think it's kind of I don't know, I felt that in a lot of ways when I'm sort of wandering around at night, you know, in a big city, or actually in the day sometimes. And I think there's obviously it's quite an angry song, you know, angry riffs and all of that. And I don't know, I think there's some real, I'm probably not the only person that's angry about that feeling of like helplessness, you know, wanting to be able to defend yourself and the people around you and feel safe, and how do you kind of, what's the word, like come to terms with that those sort of feelings. There's another word for come to. What's a synonym for like come to terms with? Not accept, but like synonym or come to terms with. I'm sure there's a particular word for that. It's like not acceptance, but like, what is it? Is ChatGPT gonna help me here? Reconcile. That was the one I wanted. So this is where AI is useful. Endure, concede, digest, absorb, embrace, or just face, I guess is kind of the word. Acquiesce. I think it's too nice a word. Thank you. How are you anyway? Yeah, I'm trying to just get some words down, and then I can start trying to come up with maybe some little melodies or something in my head, and all of that business. And I think I'd just like to get a big list of words before before I kind of start actually trying to piece some stuff together, just so I've got some things to look at. But I like to think this is a slightly different topic, or a slightly more interesting one, hopefully, than some. Where are you from again? What time is it where you are? You just use the word violent. It's kind of a relevant word. Oh, cool. Man, it's 8:34 a.m. here. Oh yeah, of course. It's mental to think that people on the other side of the world are just. It's a completely different it's something I quite like about Twitch, just being like in a completely different completely other side of the world, and we're all just chatting in one place. It's quite cool. Capital letters, got to capitalise all of these. Don't know if I want any lyrics over this. I don't know whether that'll be a bit that has vocals over it or not. I think it needs to just be heavy, doesn't it? Yeah. Methinks. And then obviously vocals over this part. Get a few more words down. I don't want to have to sing over the playing over this. How the hell am I going to sing over this guitar part? I think I'm just going to have to play the like da 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 da. Yeah, sort of. That's to be fair. Flight could be. To be fair, the words fight and flight could both be used. I might use. I like flight. Fight is. So this fight is like kind of one of the more obvious words here, but it does make sense to write it down. So I'm just going to put fight / flight because it's kind of it's one and the same, isn't it? Well, different things, but like it's the same topic. So it's kind of about that. Yeah. It's kind of, yeah, I think it's about just a sense of injustice about how like I think you want to be able to feel like you can sort of defend yourself, but you never, especially like nowadays, if you live in a big city or whatever, you never know if someone's carrying a weapon or something, and so if you're threatened by someone, you don't like. I'm not like a violent person, but I want to be able to. I want to feel like I can defend myself, you know. But I just don't. It never feels like it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like, and there's like a sense. I feel sort of a sense of injustice there, and it's kind of discussing that feeling, I guess, whether it's warranted or not. You know. I suppose warranted is a good word. Or justified. Or just justify for something. What's the party paradox? Is this something? Is that something you've come up with, or is that something I've not heard of before? Oh, kind of. Okay, the more people you know at a party, the less fun it tends to be. Kind of. I mean, that's. I know what you're saying. Oh, what's the? There was that experiment to do that bystander. Bystanders not helping. The bystander effect. Yeah. That was it. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, bystander is a good. Or like passenger. It's an interesting one. Yeah. You and I both. What's this? Oh, it's not very loud, is it? It's doing something. So I'm trying to, yeah, I just thought this would be an interesting theme. It's a little more, it's a bit dark, but it's yeah, something a bit more interesting. Yeah, autonomy is kind of a good word. Yeah, seeking, I guess. Autonomy is, yeah. I suppose, yeah, it's unwilling, I think, is kind of one. Or like just stolen. How like the decision is kind of like stolen from you, I guess. You know. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know what it is. You know, there's just little bits of riffs or songs that you just really like. For some reason, I really like the little turnaround here in the guitars. I don't really know why. I just really like that little. What's this doing? I forgot I put this in. It's technically going da 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 da, but an octave lower. I'm sure it adds. Thank you. So I need some other phrases and words. I think convention. I suppose like duty is a good word here as well. I think it's difficult as well because I've definitely found myself in situations before. I've had stories about friends as well where they felt unable to defend the people around them as well, which I think is a really like, you feel sort of like, it's a bit of a gruesome word, but like sort of castrated. It's a bit of a visceral word, but I think it's actually quite a good one here. Like, you know, sort of, yeah. I'm trying to think of kind of other words that might be like, what's the word? Like, I use the word paralyzed as well. Supererogatory. Wow, I've never heard that word. I've never heard that word before. It's interesting. Supererogatory. Supererogatory. Morally good, but actions that are morally good but not morally required. Interesting. Never heard of that. Examples: donating a kidney to a stranger, running into a burning building to save someone, volunteering in dangerous conditions. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know if I'm ever supererogatory or rogatory. It's at least 5 syllables. I don't know if that'll fit into any. It's a good word. It might be a little bit verbose, but yeah, it's an interesting word. Yeah, I suppose moral, just morality is an interesting, yeah. Interesting one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the strings sound nice, don't they? Where are they? Oh, it's these. Huh? Nice. Yeah, what's some other kind of relevant words? I suppose role. I've written role, haven't I? Responsibility. I've written responsible. Duty. I put that. Some synonyms for like duty. Interested to obligation, commitment, but burden, I guess, is a good word. Yeah, or accountable. Yeah, accountable is maybe a good word. Burden. And actually put some like concepts. I like the thing about the bystander or bystander effect. It's kind of an interesting thing. Canted. I've never heard of that word before. Means song-like. I don't know if that's quite. That sounds a little too nice for what I'm going for. A violin solo cantabile comes up as an Italian now. Yeah. Yeah. What's it? Sort of, or instantaneous, which is instant, I suppose, or instance. Yeah. yes and yeses. There's adrenaline. Kind of relevant. Like nature, human nature, you know. Wow. Yeah, the word respect could be. What's the word for like, not disrespect, but like, or disregard? Need like a stronger word than disregard. Dismiss, brush off, tune out, neglect. Oh, scorn. That's a good word. Apathy, disdain. Those are good. All good words. Let's write some of them down. Yes, please. What's the actual definition of disdain? I kind of know it, but strong contempt or scorn. Oh yeah, okay, that's definitely the right kind of word. Synonyms for this. Thank you, ChatGPT. Yeah. I suppose. What's the word? Like a karma, I guess, is a good word, isn't it? That was a concept, just karma. I'll put the J in the middle of the I letters. Oops. Put that. Let's put the word karma. I said to ChatGPT synonyms for this, meaning, yeah, karma's a bit of it's a bit of an overused concept, isn't it? ChatGPT thought I literally want synonyms for the word this. No, I mean synonyms for disdain. Obviously I don't want synonyms for the word this. Derision, oh that's a good one, or deride. I like that. So sort of belittle. Disrespect, disgust, revulsion, aversion, disfavour, scorn. Despise. Spurn, ooh. That could be good. Maybe not quite the word. It's not quite the word I'm looking for. Let's go a bit further. If I list out these lyrical themes, say I'm writing a song about the following themes. As topics. Give me some sort of relevant concepts to think about. So let's write these themes down that I've got. So let's play the song while I'm on this down. Duress is a good word. Just thought of that. Let me write that word. Duress. I like that. Because you kind of let's see what are the things. Yeah, let's see if ChatGPT gives me any smart ideas. I've just written these themes down. Cycle of violence. Disempowered. Oh, vigilante. That's a good word. It's coming up with some good stuff and some crap. So systemic could be a good one. Interesting word. Yeah, well, it's kind of how you are the vigilante in some ways. I think could be a good title for the song, couldn't it? I don't know if it quite would fit the theme of the, like to title it with that. I don't know. See what it would come out with. See what else we get. Good old ChatGPT. Good question. Those identity is a good one because it kind of, yeah. It's kind of a relevant word. Retribution or intervene. Those are good words, aren't they? What's this bit I put here? Hey. Thank you for following while I write songs about depressing topics. It's not even depressing, it's just like upsetting. Oh, I was wondering what that noise was. I've already done the fun bit of writing the riffs, which I'm pretty happy with. So I'm just trying to get some lyrics down now. It's definitely a slightly more uplifting part of the song here, although it could just be a bit of a like, there's no hope part of the song as well. I suppose honour is another good one. Like, I've written that down, okay. I almost think of like pre-chorus. No, not well. Not really. It's a bit of a weird. Like technically, I think this is the chorus. Really. It's just two chords, really. Because that comes up a few times in the song, right? The most chorusy sounding bit is this part, but it only comes up once. It's quite a riffy driven song. But yeah, weirdly, Jewel. That's a good one. Because weirdly, my I always feel like in sort of situations where, like I said, where I feel like I want to defend myself or something. I almost feel like I wish we would go back to, like, the sort of in the olden days where, gauntlet, when they throw the gauntlet down. That's a good. There we go. Okay, we're getting some. Throw the gauntlet. Sort of, and dueling. I think, like, part of me almost wants if someone's threatening me, I almost want to be able to just, like, have some sort of duel, or the sort of Mexican standoff with the pistols and whatever, where they just there's, like, although that was kind of stupid, obviously, like, there's a sense of honor implicit in that. Implicit's a good word. Why not write that down? Rallying call include, you could have a couple of sentences in a pre-chorus. Yeah, there might be room for, like, change it. I think once I start putting some words down, I'll know what needs to be where, if that makes sense. I think it works at the moment as a, like, structurally. Yeah. Does get me thinking, because obviously it's a very guitar heavy songwriting that I do. Does kind of get me thinking, like, should I try and write more parts on, a piano or something like that? What's a synonym just for stolen? I just says ChatGPT. It's gonna be a little abstract. Purloined, filched. It's a very seize is a good word. Hijack, yeah, that's kind of the right kind of word. I don't know if I really think it sound very, my Mac just gave me a screen time notification. I don't know if that just means I've been on here too long. Swiped, extracted, vanished. I mean, it's just giving me the word taken as well, which is not, not the most useful word in the world, but I'm wrong. See if let's get some more. Claimed. I suppose claim is a good word, as in not like claim as in you're right, rather than just claiming, like making a claim. Like territorial, something about that could be interesting. Sorry, I haven't looked at the chat recently. What do you say? Bystander effect. Yeah. So I think I've got enough kind of things. I don't quite know what I'm going to write about in each section, and that might be about indisposed. Yeah. I suppose, yeah, that is a good word. Yeah. Go on then, let's put that down. That works. I think. Like, because it means you're sort of incapable, right? What else have we got? Incapacitated, out of action. I suppose bound is just like you feel kind of bound, yeah. I'm hungry, I should have had some breakfast. Ineffectual, is that the right kind of word? Oh, it's just giving me the word ineffectual. It's kind of the right sort of word. Yeah, I think there's something about that. Yeah. Like, yeah. Also, there's some more kind of aggressive words, things like strike and stuff like that. You know. But ineffectual. It's kind of getting there with the list of words now. What's some more kind of what's some more maybe aggressive words, you know, because I think we've got to get some stuff in there about that. I think urge is a good one. Have I written that one? No. Didn't I Prevail come out of the song recently? It was Violent Nature, isn't that the name? I don't know what that's about, I just suddenly made me think of it. What's their... What are their lyrics about? No, we don't have many lyrics in this song. If you look up the lyrics for that, not very... So, inveigh. What does that mean? Speak or write about something of great hostility or criticism. Yeah. Oh, lament. That's a good word. Inveigh. I think inveigh is good. I like that. Let's write that. I like lament. Vehement. What a good one. Yeah, maybe talk. I don't know if talk down is quite what I'm looking for. What's some more? So I need some more kind of almost aggressive words like hucksterish. Yeah, that sounds a little too sort of old English, I think. I kind of know what you mean. Yeah, kind of not quite that sort of. It's always deception. Yeah, I guess it's kind of relevant, but it's not quite what I'm thinking. It's not far off though. What are some words for just like brutal? That's just a good word, isn't it? Yeah. I like primeval. It's a good word. I like inherent. I was thinking about these sort of like urges that, you know, that people do or don't control. Oh, what's the word for? Like genes and how they. What are the types of genes? Like the ones that appear and don't. in each individual. I've forgotten what they're called, like repressive or repressive or expressive, is that the right one? Oh, gene expression, that's what I'm thinking of. No, that's kind of not giving me anything. Automatic. Yeah, I know what you mean. I suppose like just free will as well, just like the idea of I suppose it has you like questioning is a good, or just uncertainty. I don't know if I've already written that down. Revenge. Yeah, I put vengeance, which I guess is just pretty much the same kind of thing, isn't it? What's the word for like a moral quandary? Quandary's not a really good word, really. But dilemma, predicament, puzzle, plight, perplexity, crisis, catch-22, deadlock. I like that. Conundrum, jam, trouble. Deadlock could be a good word. Maybe not though. So it's just like trauma. There's a few meanings to that word. Obviously, there's like trauma, like mental trauma, but there's also trauma in the sort of like sense of something, like violent trauma. I guess that's a sort of relevant word. I kind of want, yeah, the whole Murphy's Law thing is maybe an interesting one, because it's just like anything that can go wrong will go wrong, basically, isn't it? Is that what it is, Murphy's Law? Yep, there you go. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. I think it's a little. Oh, consequence. That's a good word. I like that as a word. I think it's a little, that Murphy's Law thing is a little too. It's almost. I think it almost has an element of humour to it, you know, whereas that's not quite. I do get what you're saying. Yeah. I suppose just. Yeah, showing what the words were. Yeah, I think as well though. I suppose law. Just the word law is relevant. Because you could talk about law as in like legal law. There's also like laws of nature, you know. Obviously, in the sense of the legal terms, if you're talking about violence and stuff, that's kind of a relevant word, but. Forgot I put these in. So I weirdly quite like these little. This is a thing I accidentally did. It's just the noise I made, like when I was just scratching along the guitar, because there's so many effects on. It's got this duplicating sort of sound. Almost sounds like seagulls or something. I don't really know if it's a sound that I think fits the thing, but it's kind of cool. Part of me wants that to have an octave down on it as well. Cool sound, isn't it? Righteous is definitely a good word, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Right, I'm going to run a quick ad break, and I'm going to run to... I'm going to get some toast. Quite hungry, so I'm going to come back with some toast. I'm going to have some peanut butter on toast, I think. I feel like I'm craving some of that. And a drink. So I'm going to run the old Be Right Back screen on as well. So if you want to hang around, it'll be about 3 minutes. Just means all these pre-roll ads can go away for the next lot. So if you want to hang around for a bit, I'd appreciate that. I will be back in like 3 to 5 minutes. So if you can think of any interesting words in the meantime, just write them in the chat or write them when I come back. I'll be back in a little bit.
Tensions rise. Maybe pray for God when the thunder breaks inside. If the surface breaks when you stand your ground, if you embrace the glow, when in the dark you're found, feel the rush, feel the release, let the moment take the lead. It's just like that, it's out of reach. No one written on our walls and see the memory that they will let go. Familiar sound, if you fall apart, when you turn around, feel the rush, feel the release. tears in my eyes. Immersed in abstraction, I hold no love for what I crave. Fracturing moments define my way. The ever-fleeting echo of a memory, I find my reason to stay. So I'll wait. Offer me everything, every second chance again. For when I'm given hope, for when I'm offered peace, you turn your back to me. For when I'm not alone, for when my spirit breathes, you wash your hands and leave. I won't let you turn away. I needed you, so how could I have changed? You save me, pity me, what difference does it make? Deep inside you, wish we were the same. This weightless illusion I chase.
Cool. I'm back with peanut butter. And you're gonna have to listen to me crunch through this toast, but what? That's very crunchy. Yum. Yeah. Yummy. Do you like peanut butter? Sorry, we're crunching really loud. It's a good snack, isn't it? I'll move the mic away. So crunch so loudly. Oh. Peanut butter. Avocados. I still don't know if I really like. I eat avocados all the time. I still don't really know if I like them or not. I think they kind of got a lot of healthy stuff in them. You know what's great? It's peanut butter on a burger. I don't know if you've ever tried a burger with peanut butter on it and an egg. Weird combo, but it's really good. Yeah, it's a lot of calories. Disconnect is a good word. Or fracture. I think I've kind of already used that word a little bit before. Well, it's kind of relevant. Citrus shield. Is that like a health thing? What's that? I've never heard of that. Oh, cool. Funny enough. Oh. Shield could actually be a good word in this. I'm actually going to write that down. Yeah, what else? Armour. Kind of some of these more like battle. Embattled is a good word actually. How do you actually define embattle? I think I know what it means, but it means like mentally sort of. Oh, it just means yeah. Embattle means to prepare for battle or conflict. Well, that's definitely relevant. Chris Cornell, what did he say? Champion. Oh yeah. What about that album? Oh, okay. Concept of a champion, you know, like how in Game of Thrones, where was it the Mountain fights Pedro Pascal. Animalistic is a good one. Tribal, be a good word. Overcome. Conquer. Vanquish. That's a good word. Or prevail. Prevail works. I think conquer is a good word. Why is Q before S in the alphabet? That's stupid. I feel like Q should be at the end with all the other bullshit letters. Yeah. Like Q, Y, V, W, Z, X. All of them need to just be at the end. You know? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like K's too early in the alphabet as well. But yeah, Q has no right being where it is. I want to hear the old guitars for the song. Tuned a bit lower. That's in drop B. Yeah, I feel like it should be R S T U V Q. It should just be that. What, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? I love calling it that. I don't know why I find that so funny. But it's kind of clever, isn't it? I always win. So, okay, so let's start to think about the structure, like lyrical sort of structure. So we kind of got verse, and then we've got chorus basically, which is this part. Verse 2. Another chorus. Then we kind of got breakdown. We got like pre-breakdown. It's kind of vaguely structured. We get this. That was like the post-chorus. Now we're in the breakdown basically. And you get this kind of, I guess we call this the bridge. I don't know what this bit is. This bit here. And then you kind of got breakdown too. Final chorus. So I need to think about so half of this song is breakdown. I mean, you got this bit is the breakdown, but then you've also got this whole bit. Everywhere else, right? Oh no, it's there, yeah. So a good 20% of this song is breakdown. I mean, this is kind of breakdowny as well. Pretty breakdowny as things go, so what do you call that, a breakdown? I don't know. So I've got to think about how I want to structure the song and like what I want to. I've got the topics obviously, but more specifically like how I want to. It's a lot of topic. I mean, I might have gone a bit broad with my themes really. Yeah, breakdown too. I mean, covert could be a good one. Or overt, could that be a relevant word? Oh. So, in terms of structure, so chorus is the main theme, so we should probably start with what we want that to be about. So I think the chorus should be this sense of injustice, like like wanting to defend yourself and others but not feeling like you can. It's kind of, I think that's the main thing, and it's the main theme of the song. And then I think the idea that the verses could be these in the moment feelings of like where you feel that threat approaching. Yeah, I don't like to talk about politics too much. It's rocky territory, isn't it? Yeah, so feeling a threat approaching, plus associated thoughts, I guess. Then let's spacey that a bit. So the choruses are going to be the same, right? I'm not going to change them really. Maybe change like the odd lyric, but so I only really need to worry about these different parts. I don't think the breakdown one is going to have any lyrics. We'll see though, it might warrant something. So verse 2, do I want that to be... Could just be like about the threat getting closer almost, you know? Well, sorry, I talk about other themes. So verse 2 I could suppose be about questioning my role in defending myself and other people, I guess. But that's already the... well, just like if someone, you know, if you feel like someone's threatening you in some way, you know, or if you feel like someone's about to, you know. I guess that feeling, and then the thoughts of like, okay, how do I deal with this? What, like, you know, brings up a lot of questions. The second verse I feel like could be the same kind of, talk about the same thing, it just in a different way. I suppose it's just got to take it up a notch, maybe. So like, I guess like threat getting closer. Feelings elevate, you know, that sort of adrenaline. Instinct is a good word. Did I write that down already? No, I didn't. Let's go with that, that's a good word. Reflex, or reflex, reflexive. It's a good one. Yeah. So, it's okay. Let's think about what other. So verse 1 here. Oh wait, this bit. It's quite menacing, right? Actually, the word menacing is quite good. Bad word. Threatening. Or like another one could be the theme of like pupils dilate. Yeah, that's a kind of a concept, isn't it? Or just like adrenaline, I guess, in general. Yeah, fatal is a good kind of word, I guess. Ties in with the word fate as well, like fate and stuff. Yeah. So, if verse 1 is about like a feeling of an impending, oh, that's a good word. Where is that going to go? I'm not doing the alphabet very good here. Right, impending. That's a good word. So verse 1 is about like an impending threat. And then the chorus is just generally about that, you know, sense of injustice, wanting to defend yourself, not feeling like you can, all of that business. Verse 2, I think, can equally be about that sort of approach, that sort of impending threat. I think could kind of expand on that a bit more. Got disdain. Don't know about pretense, maybe. Yeah. I suppose this like dealing with emotions after the fact or after the event, you know, like, so anger, retribution, etc. You know, like how if you've been threatened and you've not been able to do anything about it, and the feelings that kind of afterwards that you deal with. Not quite sure what you mean. Pretentious. Yeah, not quite sure what you mean by that. So I think, I don't think it. So I think lyrics over this bit would be good. Oh, it's gonna play. This breakdown, I've kind of gone for like, you know, Anti-Patterns by Carbon. Don't know if you heard this tune. Oh my god, that's so loud. Sorry. It's loud for me anyway. Apologies if that was loud for you. Right. It's a breakdown later on. Is that like love? What is it? Loving fate or love death or something? No. Oh, love of fate. Yeah. Yeah. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because that concept sort of goes against what I'm kind of talking about almost, doesn't it? Which could be an interesting contradiction. But yeah, I think this breakdown is kind of what I was going for. Good, isn't it? There's some mental stuff. I don't really know their songs that well, but don't know this one. Oh, I know, yeah. Have I tempted you with toast since I've had it? This just sounds like even more weird than the sugar. Strange mix on that. I don't know if I love the sound of that. He mixed it. Oh, produced by blank. Next one. Yeah, don't quite into that. Interesting, yeah. There's something really weirdly like 500 hertzy in their mixes. I think that's the sort of frequency. They've got like a... Yeah. Seems to boost a lot of that in that song. It's like 600 or 700. Nothing wrong with it. Maybe I've just been listening to this for too long. I thought they got quite a lot of that in there. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, so breakdown. Yeah, I don't think I need any lyrics here. There definitely was some lyrics in this part though. Obviously. What do I want? What kind of? Yeah, like something about this defining your role as a man or lack of certainty, I think is an interesting concept. Like, don't need lyrics there. Bridge, I think we want lyrics. I think something about that. Well, I suppose lack of agency. That's kind of what. Yeah, that's kind of the chorus theme, really, isn't it? Like, what is my role as a sort of protector to others? You know. It could be an interesting bridge kind of theme. could maybe be more interesting with verse 2. So breakdown 2, what we get? Okay, so I think the bridge, I like that kind of idea of like, what's my, yeah, in terms of the duty to protect yourself and other people, you know, questioning that like some way. So definitely need some lyrics over. Definitely get some. That's actually not, although it's kind of tricky to play, it's also in some ways not. Might not be so tricky to sing over. I suppose breakdown 2, just discussing like vengeance and like, and you know, angry thoughts. I guess it's like that, a sense of like how you want that vengeance and justice, you know, desire for justice. I guess it's like whether it's a good thing or not, you know, that fits the part. Such a naughty part. Throw this riff on the end, so I need to sing over this. So, yeah, let's maybe look at actually putting some phrases together, you know. I might start doing that in a minute. Spend a bit of time on that, and then I think I'm going to get a coffee and work on, there's another song where actually I want to work on the instrumental side of things, so I might grab my acoustic and just think about some like melodies and stuff. Oh, where's that? That's okay. See if I can think of some melodic ideas. I tuned. Yeah, I'm tuned out. Cool. Cool. So let's see if we can get some like, trying to think where the vocals might sit. Yeah. might be room for some strings actually in this. I don't know why I've called these all violins and all. There's a cello, not there? Oh, violas. That's the least name these right. A violins? What are these ones? Oh, they're violas as well. I've been lying to myself. So are these violins? No. Yes. Okay. There could be room for some of these in the here actually. Okay. Good. I'm actually going to put some strings down here. Oh, it's not C sharp, it's D sharp, isn't it? That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Oop. Yeah, I think there's room for some strings underneath that. Just copy and paste that. What am I going to do? So these sing lower. So maybe you want that there and these actually. Is that right? Hydrate, yeah. Smart, thank you. And posture, blimey. You're making me work. Oh, that's what we wanted, right? So. That's what we want. Oh wait. Oh no, that should be. Ah, it should be there. My music theory brain isn't on today. That's not hitting the note I want to see. What note do I want? What is that? Maybe you want that to. What I wanted to do? Oh. Right, let's get this. The strings aren't quite doing what I want them to, I don't know why. So. Is that the right note? Is it not making any noise? Oh. Okay, that's fine. I think I just don't like that. That should be the note I want. That note is definitely too nice. Or just. Oh. No, that's not it. That note's kind of cool. That higher one. Try this. It's a bit more dissonant. No, this will be the chorus. The breakdowns this bit. here. Don't think that needs lyrics. Maybe, but... It's tricky, this. Do I just want the fifth? Just the root and the fifth? And the... Let's just try. Oh no. It's kinda cool. Thanks. Let's just copy that over to the other. Maybe that's more what I want. How does that fit with? That's a bit. Let's be quiet. I don't know if they're really adding much. I just felt like I wanted to pad it out a bit maybe, but that might be the opposite of what I want for the riff. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know if... strings kind of work. I think there might be. Might be a bit over the top habit though. Yeah. Let's just mute that bit for now. I don't know if I want that. Something quite raw about just guitar drums and bass in this. Maybe have them in a later part doing that. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, yeah. So, well, I think the first thing is just to get like an idea of where I want them to sit, so. like something maybe a bit more stabby, you know, going with those that. You know, somewhere around that. It's getting, it sounds almost flamenco when you do that. Some of that, it's kind of these uncomfortable notes. Something around that melody would be cool, I think. What did I just do? I was mute. Oh. Muted that. Okay. Yeah. That's full screen. Oh, actually, I'll leave on this one. Yeah. Something around that's cool. Some melody around there. Kind of like that as an initial melody. Kind of cool. Is that alright? Like vocal melody. See if we can start getting some stuff for that. Funnily enough, I kind of already have a flamenco-y. The first song I put out with this project is a bit flamenco-y. What is that? A sharp. Okay, that's not on the drum kit. Piano. Oh. That's an octave to the eye. It's I don't know that one. melody. Quite like that. Yeah, the first song I put out with the band is quite flamenco-y actually. Yeah, this one. Skip to the main bit. $14 monthly listeners. See what I mean? That's quite flamenco in itself. So don't want to go too flamenco. It's quite cool seeing these artworks next to each other. Be nice when we have like more of a sequence of them. I think that'll look really cool. Next one's out next Friday. If you want to pre-save it, I think there's a Streamlabs has dropped a link there. That'd be cool. Siesta is a bit too energetic to be a siesta. You want to keep it? So more tense about landing on that note. I quite like that as an AD. It's quite cool, isn't it? I like that. Revenge of the Pluviam. It's interesting. Ooh. Never heard of that before. That's an interesting term. Thank you for that. Person who seeks to. It's a good word. Yeah. I like that. I'll write that down. Based off the French word revanche, which means revenge. Interesting. it's good, kind of, yeah. I think ego, funnily enough, in terms of just another word that fits in, is ego and drive. Right, I'm just gonna go and make myself a coffee so that I have a little more energy. Quite like this little melody. I'll have to play around with it a little bit. So I'm gonna run a little ad break. So I know they're a bit of a pain. I think I'd rather run one that's like a few minutes every hour than have to run them or have them go every 20 minutes or whatever. So I think that gives everyone else watching a chance to just like go to the toilet or whatever they want to do. So I'm going to run a quick ad break and grab a coffee. I'll be back with that, and I will continue with the old lyrical stuff. That's a good. I like that emote. That's cool. Right, cool. I'll be back in a little bit.
Tensions rise. They pray for God when the thunder breaks inside. If the surface quakes when you stand your ground, if you embrace the glow, when in the dark you're found, feel the rush, feel the release, let the moment take the lead, 'cause just like that it's out of reach. No one pretend on our walls they see the memory that they won't let go. Story that they never told.
define yourself as the result of what has gone before. You don't define yourself in terms of what you've done before, but in terms of what you're doing now. When we speak about freedom, that is liberation.
Waiting for the moment to arrive, a self-defined moment in time, expressing luminescence in my eye, immersed in abstraction. I hold no love for what I crave, fracturing moments define my way. The ever-fleeting echo of a memory, I find my reason to stay. So I'll wait. Offer me everything, every second chance again. For when I'm given hope, for when I'm offered peace, you turn your back to me. For when I'm not alone, for when that spirit breathes, you wash on and carry. I won't let you turn away. I needed you, so how could I have changed? You save me, pity me, what difference does it make? Deep inside you, wish we were the same. This weightless illusion I chase, like a wordless poem fills an empty page. When tomorrow all it takes the present day, the passions of yesterday fade away to earth and stone. This dust I'll use to build my throne. So far as I walk on my own, fond of your absence I know. For when I'm given faith, for when I take the strain of like this fade to away. For when I get my way, for when it isn't the only thing you need, only take my blame. I won't let you turn away. I needed you, so how could I have changed? Save me, pity me, what difference does it make? Deep inside you, wish we were the same.
Cool. Back again. Got my coffee. So a bit of a longer break. I'm trying to keep myself awake this morning. Didn't get much sleep last night. So. Something along those lines is cool for a melody. I just got to start putting some words to it, really. Should we put some? Oh, you still there or no? Can never tell if you. I wouldn't blame you if you've gone after the break. Ah, thank you. The great one. I'll take that. Why can't all my friends still call me that? That's not fair. You're the great one for following and being here. Got coffee as well, so I'll be even greater once I finish this. I wonder what the... I'll start working on some of these lyrical ideas. Give me some songs. Do you want to... Tell you what, I'll shuffle my... Should we shuffle my liked songs and just see what it plays?
Yeah,
I wear my chain to the game, but for the game I sip champagne from the World Cup. Oh yeah, I'm here to stay.
When did I save this song? Jungle Remix 2014. I must have been listening to some pretty different shit at the time. Oh, Sleep Token, of course that comes up. Song with an operatic breakdown. Sure thing. Hit me with a name. Show you a real breakdown though. This one. Wait. Okay. Didn't one of them get in trouble for like storming the Capitol or something like that? Was that them? Oops. Sounds like quite an old song. Oh, okay, yeah. Jesus, it's a long song, man. Proper thrashy stuff, isn't it? What part of the song? I'll come back to these vocal melodies shortly. I think that's a good little part. Yeah, creepy piano outro. Okay, let's have a listen. That's cool. It reminds me. It makes me think of what's the In Faith No More song? What's that big? Epic. You know this one? Yeah, this part? It's got a cool outro for the song. I don't know, I haven't got any creepy piano. I haven't got any significant piano parts in my songs actually. Yeah, I always struggle. Any song that's beyond like, I can get up to maybe 6 or 7 minutes, but then beyond that, my brain is like, nah, we're done. On a song, I like some Alter Bridge tunes. I like a lot of Alter Bridge tunes, and some of them are a bit longer. Like, what's some of their longer songs? I mean, Blackbird's 8 minutes. Cry of Achilles is another good one. That's got a long one. 6:30. It's not quite as long. It's the longest one on this album. 7:34. This is a good song. It's quite long, but. Well, they got some really good. This album's underrated. Sorry. It's a good song. There's a really nasty riff in it. That kick drum's so good. Bit clicky. Yeah, this riff coming up there is good. How nasty is that tone? Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I like that one. Is this the most recent album? 2022. Yeah. Here we are in 20. Oh, wow. I've done an album in 3 years. I suppose the last one was 3 years before that, so I guess maybe they'll have an album on the way. What was the last album before that? So 2019 and then 2016. Oh yeah, they're pretty much doing one every 3 years. Yeah, 2013 they're doing one every 3 years. 2010, 2007. Yeah. Wow, they're very much on a 3-year album cycle, aren't they? Pretty much the whole way. Fair enough. Takes a while to write a good album. Malevolence put out a new album. That's when the last one was 2 years. Oh, their last one was 2022 as well. Ah. Really not listened to that stuff. Heavy. Oh, I got that pingy snare as well. Got any? Yes. Scott, yeah. Kind of cool. I really like the artwork. It's very cool. That's very cool indeed. I mean, all their album artworks been pretty sick, to be fair. That's very cool. Also very cool. Like, yeah, cool. Like, I've not. I saved one of their songs just yesterday, actually. It was this one. Heavy. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Heavy. Yeah, I don't know much of their stuff. Just trying some songs out while I drink this coffee, and then we'll get back into some of the lyrics. But... No, I haven't. I'll give it a listen in a second. I just want to listen to a little bit more of this, actually. Oh, I've heard this. Heavy man. Don't like that one quite as much. Yeah, I've. It's quite a good one. Don't know if I love that. Yeah, give them a listen in a second. Right, let's try and get my head back in the game. So, get some. Try and get these melodies together. That kind of work, is it? I don't know, like the high note. Maybe. That could be quite cool. Question is, do I want to repeat that? Probably should get some words down for that part. Then think about what I want to do for like the second half of the chorus. Yeah. Oh, the offbeat cymbals. Kind of doing that a bit too much, maybe, actually. Yeah. Unless there's anywhere else those vocals could sit. I like that. You like a call and response thing. Oh, so the piano riff, sorry, this is just the vocal melody. I'm just getting it down on the piano so that just so it's written down somewhere, you know. But I mean, what other kind of melodies? What would be like a different? Like, it doesn't have to be so strict, but a call and response guitar vocal could be cool. Why don't I just shift it all? Just put the vocals there. Let's just throw them, see what happens. Something cool about filling the space. I kind of like some sort of call and response thing here, could be kind of cool. Yeah, trying to be interesting with the rhythm. Yeah, the bass, so the bass is already not a great bass tone. Yeah, we can give that a bit more. He's a bit more. Oh, well, I had a cool idea. So, bit of a mix trick here. I want to sidechain this to the bass. If I were to... I want to see if there's some way of sidechaining. Like the bass to the guitar, so when the bass comes in, it. Let's do it the other way around. Trying to be clever with mixing here. What if... I've got perhaps a clever idea. I want to try something, an interesting mixing idea that might just be silly. Right, I'm going to try something. This is going to be a really bizarre thing to do, but yeah, the Meshuggah do some really cool stuff. So I just want to try something here. Right, this could be a really shall I? No, wait, that's not what I want. Right. This could be a really strange idea. Oh, thank you, Ryan. This could be quite interesting. Right. Right, so this is quite an interesting thing that I'm. If I send this as well. So what I'm doing is getting like the fundamental note from the bass and the guitars. And the bass. Why don't I just do it with the guitars? Oh, it's, I think it's out of phase. Or it's just, I don't know. So much weird subby stuff in there, but it's interesting, man. It's only quite a lot of weight. That's quite a cool effect of having on the guitar. Quite an interesting mix trick that I'm doing there. I don't know if it works, but... Nice. Just wondering if I could... Hydrate, good idea. Set up right, there we go. I think that's the bit I actually want to. It's not the most interesting thing listening to this, probably. I'm just experimenting with some stuff. Try over a different riff, just to keep it more interesting. Yeah. It's a really cool trick that brings out the note a bit more. So it's just what I think basically what I wanted to do is like hear the notes more. Sounds like an obvious thing to say, So if you just boost the bass, you don't really hear more of the note. You just hear the low frequencies come up. But I try to isolate the actual notes here. That's cool, isn't it? Rather than if I was to just... I could just go like this. That sounds a bit muddy. But... so I could just do that. Sort of works, but thanks. Do the bass as well. That's a lot of weight. It's quite cool, isn't it? Got completely distracted from the vocals there. I just thought it was a bit of a fun thing. Oh, how's the breakdown going to sound with this song? Right, let's... now that I've distracted myself with that for ages, which I think could be a cool little thing to throw in, but gotta be careful not to overdo that. So I quite like that. Some sort of call and response could be cool. Let's just try. Let's see what some like as an alternative vocal melody we could maybe do, because I like that, but I think maybe we could try something else. So. Something that doesn't sit so clearly on it. I'll have a listen in a little bit. I'm going to see if I can just work on a bit of this melody. get that down. Some B. Oh, it's twice as fast as that. Excellent. F sharp. Yeah. Does that sound good? Let's do that one. Oh. Can't wait to get it right. Oh, you're heading off? Thank you though, I appreciate that. Would I prefer this one? Having something that sits more closely on the riff is cool. Or just something that's less busy on the whole. Nice one, thanks for tuning in. The chorus needs to be busy. I'm trying to think where I want to place this. I think it needs to be kind of a busier melody. What about the next chorus? See what other options might be. I think that kind of, I like that little thing. Right, so what kind of words are we going for? So, sense of injustice, wants to defend yourself. It's going to be a lot of syllables if I try and do it exactly as this is written, so what kind of words might fit into this chorus? The trigger's kind of cool. What words do they have for steel again? Right, I'm going for a quick toilet break. I'll be back to crack on with this. Streamlabs going to cooperate on here. Why they're not connecting? That's annoying. Ah, there we go. Right, back in a minute.
Tensions rise. Maybe pray for God when the thunder breaks inside. If the surface quakes when you stand your ground, if you embrace the glow, when in the dark you're found, feel the rush, feel the release, let the moment take the lead. It's just like that, it's out of reach. No one pretend on our walls we see the memory that they won't let go. Familiar sound, if you fall foul, when you turn around, feel the rush, feel the release, let the moment take the lead. It's just like that, it's out of reach. So when we tear down our walls we see the memory that they won't let go, the moment that they felt. The story that they have
Let's see if I can get some more ideas down. Yeah. Hmm. Sort of word that might fit that. Is it that sense of injustice? Like, it's why? Asking the question why. Oh, sort of force the hand. I think I'm going to take a break now and call it a day and come back to some of these lyrics. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after.